Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about The Little Mermaid, because The Little Mermaid, again, is just on that bullshit with bullshit. This is why stuff like this should have never happened. So now we got articles popping up talking about there wasn't enough slavery depicted to children. You need to kind of explain like how this movie takes place in 1800s. How could black people kind of be walking around freely? How could you have an aristocratic queen that happens to be black? It's just nonsense. And the fact that they're trying to sugarcoat this movie as a success, because now it finally took in $209 million, and that's for its entire total. That's worldwide, including domestic. So again, it's really not all that great of a movie, honestly. I know people want to pretend like it is, but it really isn't all that good of a movie. People just do not want it, no matter how much time people wanna convince people that this movie is amazing. It's not good. Word of mouth came out real early and said the movie is not good, and it's okay for the movie not to be good. But the fact of the matter, we got people trying to defend this shit. No, the movie's god awful. Now we got people want them to explain like how realistic this movie should be, even though it's a movie about mermaids and talking animals or whatever, like suspension of disbelief. But this is why I say you should never race swap, because when you race swap and you're putting characters in a fictional historical piece, people are going to question. That's why people was questioning Vikings. That's why people was questioning Bridgerton. That's why people was questioning Queen Charlotte. That's why people was questioning Anne Boleyn. Like, you're putting black people, minorities, in period pieces that don't make sense to how the world would work realistically. Fantasy or not, you still have to respect the established rule of law. And if you're going, even if it is fictional or fantasy, if you're going to base it in the real world, then understand we have rules and regulations of what would really be happening. You know damn well, even in the Caribbean islands, because during that time they were conquered by the Spaniards, because the Spaniards and the French were taking a few of them, and they were being slaves during that time. So again, you kind of have to look at it like that. You can't just gun-ho it like, okay, if a black girl just walk out the ocean, and you really think that not the king, but you really think that the prince is going to treat her like a guest in his home and stuff like that, like as if she's like some kind of princess? No, she most likely be a maid or something like that, And then on top of that, why would they take her to the castle? They will take her. She would be washed up on the shore. A random person would find her, and they would put her in a home, or something like that. But most likely she become a servant or a slave. I'm just being honest. As much as people don't want to go that route, that's the thing, and that's the problem when you have people that look into that kind of stuff. When you question like, hey, how could this possibly be happening? And then you have to also talk about the hairstyle. Ariel's dreads wouldn't have been a hairstyle. Those things probably would have been fucking cut off and stuff like that. Like, it's so many things wrong with this entire race swap shit that it should have never have happened. Then we get on to find out, okay, so 68% of people who went to go watch this movie were women. All right, 22% were was kids, right? And 25% was blacks. So again, that's not a lot of repeat viewings for a movie, especially when it comes to females. Everybody knows that females don't really go and watch movies over and over again. It's really the men. And you know how all y'all be talking about, well, you're a man, why would you care? The reason why you want a man to fucking care about this movie is so they can come back for repeat viewing, so they can come back and take their children to go see it. So if the movie is interesting enough, you generate good word of mouth, because guess who mostly go and see movies? Men. When your target audience is children, especially little girls and women, they don't come back for seconds. And they didn't. As much as women be talking about, oh my God, this movie was amazing, I'm gonna go back and see it again, most of y'all don't. And then, not to mention how everybody was attacking Masura, you know, the actor who played who played Aladdin and stuff like that. Is kind of weird. It's just like, you know, he's telling the truth about how, you know, his movie did really good and stuff like that, and you guys attacked him viciously and tried to say that he was being racist. How is he racist? He's a diverse person. He's just saying that how his movie did well, and they still haven't greenlighted a sequel, even though it should be a sequel because it was very successful. And y'all talking about, oh, it made more domestically, yeah, but the cost of the prices and god damn it, I'm drawing a blank on goddamn word right now. Oh shit, the cost of living and ticket prices have skyrocketed right about now. And you got to take in consideration inflation. So technically, his movie still made more money than y'all's. And a lot of reason why Aladdin was successful, not only here domestically, but around the world, is because of good word of mouth, which people came back and went to go see the movie. There is no good word of mouth for The Little Mermaid because The Little Mermaid is hot trash. That's the problem that people not understanding. The songs are dull. The movie looks like trash to most people. The race swap is a definite problem. The whole unnecessary. We need to make all of Ariel sisters diverse and inclusive. When still creatures, humans, everybody follows a line. And this is, even if you want to talk about, well, they're just mythical creatures. Okay, let's just say they're mythical creatures. Let's look at sea animals. Dolphins, right? Okay. If a dolphin and another dolphin fuck, what's going to happen? A dolphin, right? Not a jellyfish, not a damn shark, not a hammerhead, not a crab, not a flounder. Another damn dolphin. So there's still rules and regulations, and the same thing when it goes to trees, plants, all that kind of stuff. If you want people to respect your stuff, you got to respect the laws that are given. Even with mythical creatures, they still follow real world, you know, parallels. So if I'm a mythical creature and I'm with another mythical creature that is of my same race, my same creature or family or house or whatever you want to goddamn call it, and we're both light-skinned, our children, our offsprings would still be a reflection of us, because that's just basic DNA. I just don't understand why y'all thought this shit was going to be a good idea. And then it's just an ugly ass movie. There's so many divisions. People want to attack people for not liking it, and then people were like, hey, it doesn't matter, you got yours. Okay, you're right, we do have ours. But then attack people if anybody talk about the original Little Mermaid, draw the original Little Mermaid. It is just nonsensical. And like I tell people, y'all just want to be in forever victimhood. The black people who agree to this, forever a victimhood, because that's what you are. That's what you are. Go watch the 1989 animated film. It holds up to this day. There's a reason why it's been around for so many years. It's a reason why people go back to that movie. It's a reason why people remember the music from that movie. They're not going to remember the shit from this movie at all. No matter how much you try to force it down people's throats and try to erase the original Little Mermaid, people are going to remember the original Little Mermaid over the race swap Little Mermaid. The movie isn't doing well with people and audience. And it's kind of funny that people really think that Disney really cares about this nonsense. No, they did it for an agenda. They did it for a quota. They did it for that ESG score, whatever everybody else be fucking talking about. I don't really care, because I think it's just dumb all together. But I know some people want to be like, oh, they just did it for the because they found the best voice and actor for the role. No, they purposely searched out Haley, and they got her in because she was already working for Disney doing shows on Freeform. So they already was going to get her. And then on top of that, Beyonce had already worked with Disney with the whole Lion King live action movie. So again, you're not fooling anybody with this whole, oh, they just picked the best person for the role. Okay, if that's the case, why every white character with red hair and blue eyes get changed to black. What the fuck are you trying to say about black people? What are you trying to say about ginger people? You get what I'm saying? We're not interchangeable. But yet y'all keep doing the same shit. It is completely asinine. Then you got the gays attacking the straight makeup artist for not doing Melissa McCarthy's makeup in drag, even though he said he was inspired by the characters, but he wanted to do his own thing by how Disney asked him to do the makeup. So he's doing his job. He's doing it the way Disney want him to do it. And yet y'all getting mad talking about it wasn't queer enough. That's why we need queer makeup artists on set. No, the hell we don't. It's completely stupid that you guys are attacking this man. Y'all was talking about, oh, I want tolerance and stuff like that, but then attack people who don't agree with your nonsense, especially when you know it goes against the grain and goes against the normality of everything. Ariel is still, when most people imagine Ariel, they still see a white woman upper body with a green tail, purple she shell bra, blue eyes, red hair, and a voice of an angel. Not dreads and scale bra and what the fuck tail and dark-skinned black woman with two moles that are so noticeable it's not even funny. Like, come on now. I don't know. It's just completely dumb and asinine at this point. And you would think that they could do better, but hey, it's a Little Mermaid, and we're gonna keep talking about it. We're gonna keep slamming it because it should have never have happened, and people are sick of it. And I'm glad the rest of the world is over it. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.